So recently I stumbled across the greatest game of all time. It really happened out of nowhere. The same way you never know when you're going to die, you never know when you'll stumble across Chair Simulator, the video game of all time. Now when you first open up the game, the narrator blasts your eardrums with,
"Welcome to Chair Simulator, Chair Simulator, Chair Simulator, Chair."
and there are not any settings in this game that I could find. So I hope you're happy with that volume level. The second thing I noticed after I recovered from that beautiful intro is that on the left over here, chairs seem to be falling and landing endlessly. At that moment, I decided to put my GPU, CPU, and patience to the test and see how many chairs would end up here. After about 15 minutes, it looked like this, and my patience was the first to break as I started up the game that would forever change my outlook on life. Now you can tell this game is the real official #1 chair simulator type game in the world because they have sponsorships from everyone. They got Mr. Beast, FaZe Clan, OK Boomer Girl, Rick and Morty, and a bunch of other mysterious characters with their own backstories and names and stuff. After analyzing the potential skill sets that each character would have, I had to go with emotionless Mr. Beast over here because he can sit in chairs for 48 hours straight. You load in, and everything that was promised on the title screen comes to life. There it is. A chair. They got everything in this game. TV, wall painting, windows, chair. You can even move the chair. Like, come on now. I set up my chair in the command position. That's a little feng shui for you normies at home. And got to sitting.
What's it like to be a sex?
Now, luckily, since I read the manual beforehand and memorized all of Mr. Beast's special abilities, I know he is able to sit in a chair for 2 days straight.
You died.
Okay, that was like 30 seconds. The only conclusion I can come to is that time moves differently on Chair Planet. Since Mr. Beast is no longer with us, I am not able to be held liable in any way for what happened, by the way. I had to choose a new character. Next up, I went with Nico.
They always say, "Are you okay, Boomer Girl?" and not
And I found out her special ability was saying, "Okay, Boomer."
"Okay, Boomer."
A lot, actually. Anyways, her turn radius isn't that good, so I decided to look for a more agile character. Next up is Nadeshot, world famous guy known for owning a gaming bunker. His special power is that he likes to sit outside the house and watch from the window. Yeah, but he left his chair outside when he sat up, so I was forced to play as someone else. Next up was the Sign character, who has wheels, but still walks like the rest of us. His special power is sitting in mid-air, which is nice. But nice doesn't pay the bills, and I needed to find my champion. The next and only person who could possibly help us sit in a chair was Rick from Rick and Morty. This guy has a similar power to the signpost character from before. He can also sit in midair, but if you press sit too many times, you can gain infinite height. I believe it's because when you pick up your chair to move it, it kind of floats gently above your head, and if you press the sit button before placing it down, you'll sit where it's floating, which is really funny. At some point, I discovered that the wall painting actually has a backside, and it's completely different from the front, and it makes me sad that most players who play this game will miss this small but lovingly crafted detail. Anyways, I ended up on the roof of my house and couldn't get back in. Me, being a normal person like myself be, I headed to the front door to get back inside, but to my surprise, I missed, and I fell through Mother Earth herself. This character is way too hard to play as and won't help me get to my end goal.
Chair.
What's my end goal, you ask? Well, when I was playing as Nadeshot earlier, I discovered a secret entrance to IKEA. Here is where the mother lode lies in wait for someone rich enough to cough up the dough. I knew what I had to do. I resurrected Mr. Beast and began the grind to get him the chair that only he deserves. I saved up 50 coins and I bought my first chair, this one. At that moment, I discovered speedrun tech to just sit there in the IKEA and earn coins in the aisles. So I sat there and waited. Do you ever sometimes like feel like a chair? No. I suppose you wouldn't. Just forget I ever asked. Look at this posture model citizen right there. It's a perfect line. That is just what you want to see in a sitting position. It was actually on this very chair that I hit level 2. And it felt as if every conceivable god in every religion was looking at me, even if only for that brief moment. I then saved up 200 coins and beeline to the yoga ball. I sat there and waited about 20 full minutes, periodically standing up to get the blood flowing. Then I got the only chair truly worthy of my time. Which chair could it be? What chair is so deserving that only a motionless Mr. Beast is slowly walking towards? He is slaying the runway for this chair. And that's a wall. Here it is, the moment of truth.
Happy anniversary!
It's the Iron Throne.
Have a seat, Your Grace.
It's... Okay, I'm gonna sit down now.
It's yours. Do whatever you want.
Mystery box. It's the Iron Throne. Who are you?
The Force sent me.
Okay, Leslie, listen, if you don't know what you're talking about, then there's no use in even. When you play the Game of Thrones, you win or you die. Yes. No!
Oh, wait, you thought I was talking about the Iron Throne back there? No. I was talking about this toilet. There's no plumbing in this building, is there?